Hi, I'm Debbie Birch, and I'm with the Queen Anne's County Office of Tourism, and I'm here today to talk about an upcoming festival, holiday festival event. It's the Festival of Trains with the Queen Anne's County Railroad Society. That they put this on every year, and I have Dan Worth here. Hi, welcome. And he's going to tell us a little bit about it. Tell us what people can see if they come to your Festival of Trains.
Well, of course, they're going to see trains, and we have trains of all the major scales.
Okay.
From G scale down to Z, and but I guess the biggest attraction seems to be the O scale layout. They're very loud, and they have smoke and.
Is that the one that you have set up in the center?
Yeah,
usually?
It's usually set up in the center, and I'm involved with the HO scale layout.
Okay.
And we kind of pride ourselves on making things to scale and on our craftsmanship and sense of humor, I guess, which you have to find in looking through the modules.
And I know that a lot of the setups that you have towns, local towns are featured in some of those, and
yes, or they're takeoffs of
there
local towns,
we go.
Right?
Takeoffs,
yeah.
that's
and
a good
local
way.
businesses, and
right.
Some people like the kind of the toy aspect, and other people like the scale aspect of the hobby. And so we kind of accommodate all of that. And we also have hands-on displays for children.
That's what I was going to ask about.
Yes, there's for the HO scale, there's a push-button display that lets the trains run around. And last year, and I believe this year again, the O scale layout will have a hands-on.
They're the bigger ones,
right?
The
bigger ones, yes.
Yep.
And allow the train to run at different speeds or whatever.
Okay, and the kids that can.
Right.
Yeah.
And we try to limit the speed because first thing kids want to do is see how fast they can make them go. You know,
and then right off.
Exactly.
I know the one that always fascinates me, I think there's two of them, displays the suitcase ones.
Oh, yes. Yeah, those are the Z scale ones.
Is that Z? Okay.
Right.
So does the size go up as the alphabet goes up, or does it go down? How does that work?
There's no real system.
There's no. Oh, geez, just when I thought I had it.
G kind of means garden. Okay,
okay, gotcha.
This is stuff that can be put outside. It's so big that it'll be durable enough to run around outside.
Here, I thought they went in order.
And O was like originally like 0 or something, and then it transitioned into O, and then HO is half of O.
Okay.
And then they started using arbitrary letters like N and Z for the next
Okay, yeah, the Z,
right.
that just fascinates me because they're in two suitcases. And, and so you just close the suitcase and go. You take your train set with you.
Yeah.
And so you guys put this on, and it's the first 2 weekends in December every year at the Old Outlet Center down at Kent Narrows.
Yes.
And you raise money. It's free. You take donations, and you're raising money for the society. Tell me and everyone else a little bit about what you all do, what your project is that you're working on.
Well, let's see. It was about 5 to 10 years ago. The town of Centerville, which owned the location where the freight station, the Pennsylvania Railroad freight station and terminal, was located, wanted to basically get rid of the building that was there. And the building, the freight station, has been there since probably the 1920s or the 1930s. Okay, and so we thought it worthy to preserve that, and so we talked the county into providing some land, which they had recently acquired Bloomfield Farm, just north of Centerville, and talked the town into giving the society the building and moved it out.
So now you just had to get the building to the farm.
Right. And so now, so we use the funds that are raised to refurbish the building, and we have so far we're still working on buttoning it up, trying to keep the birds and the critters out of the inside. We do have it cleaned up enough that on Corsica River Awareness Day, we do open it up for people to see how we're doing inside.
And it's nice if you go to that event every year to see the progress that you all are making.
Yes.
Every year there's something else has been done to the building.
Yeah, we think it's rather slow progress, but when you look at it over a year, then you kind of, we did do quite a bit, and when people come see it. So
And you guys did move the, I just find it fascinating that you moved the building from town in the middle of the night out to the farm.
Right.
And so that was up 213, you had to go, and I guess you had to negotiate power wires and all that kind of
Yes.
stuff.
Yeah, all that happened before I joined up, but
Okay.
you know, I still hear the stories about that.
Yeah.
And they also went and tore up the tracks, the rails, which are sitting on somebody's farm.
Okay.
You know, that we hope to be able to use those rails
Very
up there
nice.
somewhere, and some of the crossbucks, some of the other railroad equipment we have. So we'd like to turn that freight station into a museum and a permanent railroad exhibit, and then
That would be nice.
ultimately expand it into get another building that we could expand into. So
Then you could have your festival of trains right there.
yeah, well, yes, we got
You
it's
got
big
enough space, right? Well, that's the thing. You have the displays have kept growing, and at the Chesapeake Heritage and Visitor Center, you guys have a little sample of some of the trains. They're not running, but some of the trains and information there. I see it every day in the building, and you have some really, really good storyboards about the trains in Centerville, pictures of them moving the station and that type of thing. So
Right.
people can come and see that also.
Yes.
But definitely the first 2 weekends in December, come see the exhibits. And your website's going to be up on the screen so people
Okay.
can see what the website is.
Okay.
And is there anything else we should know about the Festival of Trains other than I'm just going to say I go every year.
Yes, we see a lot of regulars there, and we're always want to get new people to come as well. The kids really enjoy it, and
Yeah.
look forward to it every year. So
Wonderful. Well, thanks for coming in, Dan,
You're
and
welcome.
hopefully you'll have a big crowd again this year. Thank
okay,
you so
excellent.
much.
Okay, you're welcome.